Now, in 2018, 2019, a couple of people approached me and they were like, Veronica, we'd like to start an online platform, right? That offers therapy. And at first I was like, wait, stop jokes. Therapy nakuanga phase 2? How will you solar? Online. Utaonaje nonverbal? You know when Dr. Gadhi is teaching you how to look at nonverbal cues, and you're mastering over there kwanza practicum, you're like this, and then you remember, oh my gosh, I didn't lean forward. You lean forward. Did you guys do that in your practicum? You remember last minute, And then someone is coming and telling me, at you online. And I thought, okay, let's try. I remember Madame Anne was among the first pioneers to also try out this. And we walked that journey with her, right? And I want to introduce you to the power of online counseling. Niache tu kuwa theoretical. So this is where you are bridging theory and practice. So let me help you. So one of the tools that works amazingly for me is an app called Wazi. And this is an app developed in Kenya, right? So this is what I'm going to show you. Can you guys see? All right. Sorry. So, Wazi is an application that offers mental health via an online platform. That means it's via audio, it's via text, it's via video. Can you guys see how it looks like? Right? So this app is called Wazi. In Wazi, you have the privileges of coming in as a client and you say, I want to book a session. So if you come and say, I want to book a session, so you book, right? And as you're booking, you will have the privileges of choosing a therapist. Let's say you want Julie. You come and pick Julie. So Julie will give you, you will have an array of Julie's qualifications, all right? So her specializations are drug, addiction, depression, anxiety, and general. And then you have all her details. Now imagine if you're a counselor or a therapist and you're in such a platform. Your portfolio would be there, right? So let me use mine because I'm the one who is here. So if you want to book me, you will come into Veronicah, right? So Veronica's clients are there. So Veronica's profile is there, so you will come. This is all the work that I have done in all the years that I have worked. And then you'll be able to see, does Veronica suit me? Or if I don't suit you, you go to someone else. And then if you want to book a session, you come and just book I want to show you the ease of technology. So people don't have to come into your office all the time. Within lunch break here, mtu asha books, So they will come and check which day I'm available. Can you guys see? There are days I'm available, there are days I'm not available. Can you see crossed out dates? Right? So I don't think I'm available this month. I'm booked. So if they want March, I am booked. If you want April, yeah. Oh, there's a space on the 18th. So you can see on the 18th, between 12 and 5, I'm available. So someone can come and book, all right? So they'll come and say at 12, and then they will pay via M-Pesa. Do you see how efficient that is? Sindio, has anyone moved from their desk? All right. So I don't confirm booking because I don't want to pay for my own session. All right? So now, that is the client. I want to show you the therapy side. So within this platform, if somebody wants to come and say, I want to be maybe have a relationship problem, so it's under general. So they will come and click general, and you'll be able to see which therapists work on general, which therapists work on depression. For me, I don't work on drug addiction, so you will not find me there. All right? Now, having said that, now as a therapist, no, before we do that, there are very many resources online. Very many resources. This app, for example, allows you to purchase a gift for a friend. You know that friend who never wants to go for therapy? Hakuna pesa. And you're wondering, how will I drag them there? Purchase a gift of? Have you ever wondered what to get somebody for birthday? You purchase a? Therapy can be a gift. And it can be one of the best gifts you can give someone. Because people need help. All right, this is still online. Have you ever heard of a gift in any other therapy session, in any other space? Then we have the privileges of psychometrics and psychological testing. During a session, if I suspect you have depression, I don't have to guess. I don't have to. See, I already know. I already know the criteria for depression. But I have a scientific way of making sure that I am sure that what I am diagnosing is depression. I have the PHQ-9 from DSM-5, right? So I have a PHQ-9, and all I have to do is tell my client, I would like us to do an assessment. So, nearly every day. You can see the questions, right? Hello? Hey, counselor, simnipe non-verbal. Inaitangwa minimal prompt. Yeah, yeah. More than half the days. I'm just answering randomly. Siseme Veronicah alikuja kufunza. And so a lot of, this is an advantage over practical or of doing face-to-face therapy, because face-to-face therapy, you have to start printing out PHQ-9s. This one you don't have to. You do it in a span of you can even give it as homework. You tell your client, I want you to go to the app and do a PHQ-9. Once you get the results, I want to look at it in the next session. Is the practical nature of therapy coming in? Are you seeing now how we work? Class is one thing, but this is now how we apply it. And then the beauty of online. You can see how passionate I am about online. Inanisaidianga sana. 26 out of? And then it has the diagnose. So what does that person have? Severe? So you develop a treatment plan now. Isn't that easier to develop a pre-treatment plan? So we have so many tests that we can use. So if I'm suspecting that you're anxious, if I'm suspecting is it specific anxiety or it's generalized anxiety disorder? Is it about COVID or is it about anything? I have ability to take a self-assessment test, and from there I can develop a treatment plan, and then we can collaborate with you to develop goals of therapy. Sindio? Easy? Now you as a therapist, when you come in, you join your session, right? Now, online therapy is beautiful because it uses purely anonymous names. The reason I can show you is because all these names are, have you ever had someone called Wizard J? It's anonymous, Nana is anonymous, Sarah is a fake name. All these people have faked there. And so, you see someone called Sprechen, right? All these names are names that people have come up with that they feel comfortable. So that you don't know that me as Veronicah, I'm doing. Who thinks that they can do therapy that way better if someone didn't know their real name? Right? Because there's a certain vulnerability you have, right? Especially if you have a certain last name. So as a therapist, you're able to track your client work very far, right? You can see today is March 28th. Can you see it's March 28th? Oh, I'm looking at my next booking. My next booking is on Monday, March 28th, right? Can you see? Is it clear? And so I can be able to track how many sessions have been booked as far as, now we are in April. Then we are going to, can you see the bookings of April? These are already booked, so I'm not guessing. Unlike face-to-face therapy. Unlike face-to-face therapy, people will rarely do this. May, June, and then up to July. So my client work is set up to July. Are you seeing the beauty of online therapy? The ability to predict your workload. The ability to plan your holidays, right? And then with this app, I'm able to say I'm unavailable on this day. So my Sundays, I don't touch. It's my church and my family day, right? On Saturdays, I only open up to 2 slots. Then the rest of the week, I'm available. Now, this is Wazi. There are many other apps that come up. We also have G Suite from Google that allows you to do, see, we have calendar, Google Calendar, right? So you don't have to belong to such an organization. It can also be just your Google Calendar that's helping you. You could also use Zoom. Tell your clients that I see people online. The only caveat to that is I will tell you, you have to have a very good mastery of your skill set. A very good mastery of your, a very good mastery of your, the reason is you're working with a minimal, not data. You don't have as much access to that person as you would have in a face-to-face. These days, if I have a face-to-face therapy client, I feel like it's a walk in the park. I'm like, oh, this sounds like a break. Because of all the access I have so much, right? But when you're doing online therapy, it requires that you use every part of you. And I have stopped talking. Any question?
Just a quick one on when it comes to the names, the introductory session. They, of course, let you know who they are and all that. But do you request them to take a pseudonym or something?
I like your question.
Okay.
It's a beautiful question. This is another one. See, we have been taught in-depth introduction, right? My name's in it, and as much as you give is what the client will give. Now, you keep your part. You keep your in-depth introduction, but the client retains the autonomy to either give an in-depth introduction or retain their pseudonym. The reason is, a lot of the times people come into online counseling, wamechoka. They have gone to Dr. Gathi, forgive me, and Pastor Andrew, wamechoka na kanisa. Sindio? And I'm talking out it as a therapist, because I have faced it. They have met people who have hurt them. They have also met quacks. Right? They have tried there. By the time they are coming, they are like, it doesn't cost me much. If it's a waste of my time, I will simply stop. And then decide therapy is a scam. So they're coming in with a lot of mistrust. A lot of them are coming in with a lot of mistrust, which is the reason I keep telling you, you need to be good at what you do. Right? Why? Because you'll have to have very good support skills. And you have to know how to balance your support and your challenge. So mnakumbuka hiyo kitu? Support and you have to know how to balance it. So in-depth introduction, you remain with it. The client can either retain. In my experience, some clients don't even tell me their names. By the third session, I know everything. They have already told me everything because we created the rapport. We created a safe environment, which is what I know the other therapists will be talking about, how to do that. Thank you so much for listening to me. I am honored to have stood here before you, and I wish you all the best. Welcome to the industry. We have a lot of work to do, and we are not enough. We are far from enough, so we have a lot of work to do, so welcome.